Hey guys, and welcome to the Stampin' Scoop Show.
We're back together. We're still back together.
Reunited.
I was going to say, at this point, it could change at any point.
I know.
The way things are going.
I know, right? But we're
sticking it out.
as we can. So we have some exciting things to play with today. We are playing with the Harvest Meadow suite today, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous suite. We're going to show you all kinds of pretty products that are in it and make a card. We're going to do some stamping.
Tons of samples.
And lots of ideas with it.
Yep.
Lots of inspiration.
Great fall, when the tail end of summer, moving into fall, we get those, warm end of summer colors. It's perfect for this time of year.
Yeah, it is. It's absolutely perfect for right now.
We're looking at it in front of us.
That's
why we keep looking down. Inspiration.
Should we tease you? We'll give you a little
Look
tease.
at this.
So here's a little bit of what we're going to take a look at in a minute. But first, let's tell you what's happening in Stamping World. There is a new paper pumpkin kit out. Also looking really great for fall. In fact, did you catch on this one that it says the box?
Oh, I saw this. It turns into a wheelbarrow.
Yeah, right?
I'm like, where's the picture of that? I want to see how to do that.
I'm like, that's cool. And it looks like I like the box. Looks like it's going to be fun too. So that one is available to subscribe to until September 10th. And then we have Mini Catalog, which launched the beginning of this month. And
this suite we're actually playing with is from that Mini Catalog.
Yes, it is. And there's all kinds of amazing things in that Mini Catalog. So this one is this is one of the most beautiful fall suites, actually.
Yes.
There's so many pretty things
There are.
in there. And celebration.
It's the best time of year, and now it's twice a year.
Twice a year, right? It's like Christmas twice a year. Like, seriously? How lucky are we?
Give me free stuff?
Yeah.
Hello.
Like, hello.
Thank you.
Wow, we'll take that. Yes, thank you.
Sign me up.
So that's happening now through the end of September. And in addition to celebration and the free products that you can earn there, best deal. Deal.
I know everyone likes to save some money, and though I was looking for the bundles, getting their stamp sets and dies together, but there's nothing like the Join bundle in that you get the entire your starter kit, $125 worth of product for $99. That alone's a really good deal. But now you get to add one of these bundles. Like, I think the $160. Like,
right?
That's free.
Awesome.
Hello.
Amazing. So yeah, best deal. Totally recommend the demo kit. Even if you're just doing it for fun, and lots of us do that for fun. Well, it's always fun.
I see. Most of us, even if we weren't planning on selling, we're like, oh, I want the good deal, and then we went, oh, wait a minute, I can sell this too, and make more money. Of course.
So we're gonna circle back to this one. Let's go over here to...
Oh, yeah.
This is the host set that is you can earn free during celebration. It's very hard to get because you need a $300 order, or you need to be the host of a workshop or a class, etc. So we're giving this one away today. In fact, you have all the way through August 31st to enter to win this one. And it's a great set, great words, really cool. And all you need to do to enter is leave a comment. And if you leave a comment on any of the social media platforms that we're on, I know that looks wonky, right? Is that wonky?
It does look doubled.
I think it is. Let's see if we can fix that somehow, some way. Let's see if technology will allow us to do that. Somewhat, yeah. I guess that's as good as it's going to get. Whatever. So, anyways, you get the gist. You can win this free. All you got to do is leave a comment, whether you're on craftystampin.com or stampwithtami.com, watching live on Facebook or YouTube, or watching a replay on Facebook or YouTube. No matter where you are, no matter when you're watching, leave a comment and you'll be entered to win. And if you share, like many of you already have, and we appreciate it when you do that.
Thank you so much.
When you share the video onto a social media platform, we will enter you a second time.
Just come back here and comment shared with the D.
Yep, so we know that you shared it. And also, while you're here, be sure to hit that like button.
Oh, yeah.
Because we like when you like.
We like when you like. Subscribe.
Yes, subscribe.
Like.
Subscribe
to
so
all
that
the good things.
Don't miss out on any of our future fun. So that means we have a winner from our last episode. And that is Cindy Thompson. Congratulations.
She's got some bling bling coming to her.
She definitely does, because it is the bedazzling specialty paper that you can earn free during celebrations. So she's got a package of that. And I'm told that might not stick around very long.
Yeah, it is on the list of things that could possibly sell out, including the dyes that are in celebration. The sheep dyes and the flower dyes. I can't remember the name of them off the top of my head.
And oh my God, this is sheep.
That sheep are adorable.
I'm having a sheep week. I'm having a sheep week.
You just, because of your trip,
it is
all sheep all the time.
It is, because when I got back from my trip to Iceland with the broken foot, and I've spent a lot of time with sheep there. So when I came over, we had a sheep set to play with. I'm like, yeah, so it's been a whole week of sheep. Spinning sheep, and oh my God, so many fun sheep projects at Stamp with Tami. I can't stand it. But we are switching gears today because we can't have all sheep all the time. Yeah. We need to do other things.
We can make autumn sheep.
I don't want to. No, that's not true. That's not true, because this is amazing. So let's pop down and take a look at what we've got down here. This is the Harvest Meadows Suite.
So a suite, because when we were doing our introduction to the entire catalog, several people were new and didn't know what a suite was. A suite is something Stampin' Up! Offers where they put a bunch of products that all coordinate nicely together, and you can order them all under one SKU. They then will also most times include a bundle. The bundle is usually a stamp set in either a die set or a punch, and that is included in the suite. But it is possible to buy everything individually, which also means you can buy one stamp set, one die, and like 5 packs of the paper, because the paper is so cool.
And the ribbon. And look at this. Look at this.
Oh. Yeah, diamond weave.
We'll zoom in a few minutes. So cool. All right, so let's show you what's involved. I'll move all this stuff over. We'll start with the stamp set and the die bundle.
Oh, so there's your Harvest Nature stamp set, and it's line drawn. And these are the dies. These are the dies that are mostly individual. So you would cut these out and use them individually. They don't go along with a stamp in the section other than the labels, but they don't match. There are 2 additional dies in the set that match these 2 stamp sets, which is always fun, so that you can stamp and cut out, and then it ups your options of projects that you can do with that. So
I love the dies alone.
Yes.
In fact, some of the samples, and a lot of the samples that I did were just the dies and metallic paper, because I thought they were so pretty.
I love coneflowers, and I think the image of a coneflower is just so iconic with that big head that it absolutely can work all by itself. But I do love the image with the coneflowers. The color. Designer Series paper. So here I have a quick, this is my sampler.
She's so good.
And on our blog post recaps, that'll be maybe like 2 hours from now, an hour from when we're done. You can download one of these to make one of your own. So a little sample of each of the pages of the DSP and the coordinated colors. But I know you're going to want to see them all up close. So here are all of the sheets. So let's take them up.
I have one of each sheet here, but we have...
They come 2 in a pack.
The kit comes 2 in a pack.
Yeah. So it's super pretty. I mean, you don't necessarily have to use them. I love that one. I've used that one on more things.
I can see that. I can see that totally. Yeah. These are your colors.
Yeah. Well, so the colors are Bumblebee, Calypso Coral, Crumb Cake, Misty Moonlight, Soft Succulent, and they don't say Basic White, but there's white on here, so it's Basic White. So I included that on my sheet because some of them have like a vanilla, very vanilla, so it's more the off-white. This clearly has a white tone to it. And you don't really have to use these for fall projects. I mean, this kind of looks corally to me. You could use that, with a ocean summer thing. Sea scene. This I love. I just love this. Like sunflowers, like coneflowers, like end of summer. And then you get the seed heads like from grass. So pretty. And then also there is specialty paper in here. This is cork, and you can see like the lines. It's real cork, and it's been put on a small paper backer. You can die cut it. You can cut it. They did note that there are small imperfections with it because it is a natural, and when they cut it, so where everything's like 12 by 12, this may be a little bigger, a little smaller, depending on things when they cut the natural paper. But it is stunning.
And we should note the cork is separate from the designer
yes,
paper. You can
it's not
purchase,
part.
So you can purchase them individually. You can purchase multiples of them.
And this comes with
maybe
two
you
sheets.
Want 5 packs of cork and only 3 packs of the designer series paper because that way.
Options.
So, yes.
Options.
We love it when we can do that.
There's 2 sheets in the pack of the cork. That's when you're ordering. So there's also the brushed. These are brushed metallic dots in 2 sizes, and gold, bronze, and rose gold?
Copper. Yeah, it might be rose gold.
I don't have my calendar.
It might be rose gold because it looks a little softer than straight up copper.
Yeah, so these are pretty. They go great with everything. I love, again, these are up there with my matte black dots, so please buy, so that Stampin' Up's like, oh my god, everyone loves them.
I know.
So that I can have them to use from now on.
Love these, and these also coordinate really well with the brushed
metallics. Absolutely.
Designer series paper.
Absolutely. And then, all right, so here is also, there is an embossing folder. I stuck a piece of black cardstock in here so you can see it a little bit better on the screen. It's time-worn type. It's a 3D embossing folder, and it looks like there's type writing on it, and then like it's distressed. So it gives a really cool effect. Waiting
background.
For it to.
I know it takes a minute.
The focus.
It's a really great background, just when you want a soft texture or something, especially
like your
when
card needs something. You're looking at it going, it needs something.
You don't want something busy. You just want something that's a nice textured background. That's a great choice. And then we have, so fun. So this is the diamond weave ribbon. It's thick too. It's thick. It's like a canvas.
Like a macrame almost.
Yeah, like you know what? Macrame is a really good description.
Yeah.
It's a really cool.
And I've seen people dyeing it too.
Ooh,
yeah, so
that's a great idea.
Put it in a dish with your re-inkers, maybe a little water, and let it sit. And I've seen some of them in
love it.
Like Cajun Craze and whatever. I saw it too late last night to try and replicate.
I love it. That's a great use for it.
Yeah.
All right, so that is the suite, and if you're joining us a little bit late, this is the Harvest Meadow suite that we are sharing right now. It's a beautiful suite. You will find this in the mini catalog. All right, so with that, we have some stamping.
We're going to stamp. Okay, so it's been a long time since Tami and I've been together, and that I've stamped like this, so I swear to God, I'm sure I forgot several things. We're going to see, and what I wanted to do, I'm not going to show you what we're making yet, is I'm going to show you what I did as kind of like how I played with the DSP as an option. You know, I don't usually do my nails, okay? There's a reason I don't do my nails, because when I do my nails, the nail polish ends up everywhere. And
they look so pretty.
They do look pretty until I just took half of it off and put it on my cardstock.
Hey,
this is why I don't do nails, because I do
embellishment on the cardstock.
See,
everybody's going to want to replicate that.
Yes. So I'm new to Tami's studio here, so I didn't know where she hid stuff. So instead of a bone folder, I used my thumb. Don't use your thumb. There you go. There's why.
That's why.
Learn from me. So here's my card base. I'm using crumb cake. I'm going to set that aside for a minute. I want to show you what I'm going to do for like my feature look here. So this is thick whisper white. Sorry, thick basic white. Actually, it might be thick whisper white.
Formerly known as
piles of both.
Whisper white.
But it's thick cardstock, and I have cut a bunch of the DSP in 1-inch strips, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach that all onto here, and I'm going to cut them, actually, so that they're not all 1 inch on my piece of paper. So I got the Stampin' trimmer here, and let's just take some, there we go, some Stampin' seal. So I am going to just put some... So I just put some sticky adhesive on there And what I'm going to do is, let's see, I'm going to try and replicate what I did because I liked it. Let's see. So, all right, I'm going to cut this. This is 2 inches by 5.5 inches. So I'm just cutting, and I'm just going to place. Other than having it vertical up and down, I'm not really paying attention. So I'm going to cut this.
Such a great way to use the scraps.
We always end up, especially a paper like this that I love and I'm using a lot of, I end up with tons of little scraps. So this one I'm going to cut. So like I said, I cut them all at 1 inch. This one I'm going to cut down to 1/2 inch. Because I would like varying sizes for added visibility, but it's not necessary. I will tell you though, I've also done this technique when I have to make a large number of cards, and I will cut my base, with the thick basic white, you know, the full 11 inches, 5.5, and I will just attach this entire strip, 12-inch strip to it, and then cut off individual panels. So this is a fun way if you've got to make a lot of cards that you can do it using DSP, but actually not using a lot of DSP so that you're kind of saving it. I'm trying to match what I did because now I feel like what I did looked so cool.
It does. It looks awesome.
I want to make sure I do it again because I want you to benefit. And again, we're going to cut this one skinnier and attach. There we go. And let's color up that one. And so over here, Tami's reading comments on that because I need new glasses. I can see that people are commenting. I cannot see at all what people are saying. It is so far away. All right, and then...
No, I was trying to see if there was a way that I could enlarge it.
It's so small.
They don't.
Oh,
I feel like there's got to be a way that I can... Yeah, so, I mean, they're just far away from us.
Yeah, they are.
Sometimes it's hard to read while you're working.
I'm trying to find... Where's that pretty... This one. Okay. This one I already cut. There we go. All right. So now, hold on. Didn't have any seal. Did you have that? So I don't put adhesive on your table. Okay. Need background music. All right. So now I have this panel, and I don't remember how thick that is. I'll go 1.5 inches. So this is 2 inches. So what I want to do is I'm going to trim these edges. So I'm going to cut this down. Start here. And even if I was going to use, if I wanted it 2 inches, I would have made it like 2.5. I want to be able to cut it down, which gives me a nice smooth edge on both sides. Figure out how big I did that. And this one. Let's do 1.25 inches. Okay, so there is my strip, and what I'm going to do, because it's long, I want to cut off a wee bit on both sides now, so I can custom fit it to my card. So here's my card. So it's going to go here. So now I'm just going to cut this at 5.5. So even though that hangs off on the back, no one's going to see it because it's going to be here.
Love it.
All right. So now I still have scraps. I could make another card with all those scraps.
So there you go. Okay. One more thing to add to your list of things to do with scraps.
So I'm going to continue with my little panel here. I have a 3/4 inch strip of the cork. And the cork, you can kind of see it runs up and down. There's like lines. So I made sure that I cut it so that you can still see the lines in it. And I have the greeting, I already stamped it. So I have it stamped in Early Espresso on Bumblebee. All right, and let's see, so I'm going to pull out the big boss, the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Oh my God, she's got like new plates. Look at how pretty these are. You can see right through them.
It's a new machine.
Oh my goodness.
For those that are in, and I forget which class it was. I think it was I think it might have been my Harvest Meadow class. I broke the machine out of the box for the first time, so I was making the first cut on the plate.
Those are the hardest.
You know, that's always like the most exciting because you can actually see, right?
Now I'm dropping dies.
I think I might have even sang that song. Yeah. Because you can actually, the first time you use a cutting pad, you can actually see the die cut in it. Okay. Then you use it a couple more times. And
hold on, I lost a die. I'm down on my hands and knees now in Tammy's new studio looking for my die. Ah, there it is, right under the middle of the table. Okay, here we go. Oops. I'm having one of those days. Things are flying left and right. All right. Did I pull the die out that I wanted?
Oh, I just saw it.
I swear I did. Oh, here it is. Okay. So we're going to attach that here. Do you have Post-its?
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
A true craft room has Post-it notes.
I'm still getting used to the setup, too. It's fairly new in here.
All right. So we're going to cut out my greeting. Hopefully. All right. So that looks good. So, put this back so we don't lose it. All right, I'm going to stick this over here. We're going to come back to that machine in a minute. I'm making a mess. She even gave me an extra table over here, and I'm still making a mess. Okay. So, I'm going to, make sure you call this one. I'm going to add some seal to the back of the cork. Where did my sample go? Okay. And I'm going to put this right down the middle.
I love it. Okay. I love it.
And then we're going to trim. And then, you're so neat.
All right, yeah, well, it's still new.
My craft room minute is
in a couple of months
mess.
we'll be working down here. Things will be everywhere.
All right. So I'm putting a mini dimensionals on the back of my greeting. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Come on. Come on. These are out of a paper pumpkin, aren't they?
Yep.
The ones out of paper pumpkin
are
a little different. They're a little stronger. All right, so I'm going to add my greeting to the middle. Sorry about my head, if y'all see it. All right, so that's kind of my greeting focal point of my card. Now, what I was going to show you, because I kind of designed the card, and then I went, doing something different. But, oh, I see my red nail polish on that one. All right, here is... If you want to do something simple, like you've made a whole bunch of these, like you did the long, but you want to make a card that's simple. So I have the stamp that's got the cone flower, and I have the stamp crumb cake. So crumb cake on crumb cake. And I'm going to ink this bad boy up. Stamp him right there. I would attach this. Hide the thing. Done and done. Beautiful. If you add a few of the dots, and you can call it done. Very, very simple. But let me show you how to take it up a notch. So,
but wait.
Yeah. We're not done yet,
we
Tammy.
Can step it up.
Yeah. Didn't Ron Popeil die with the guy who was always like, just wait.
Oh, right, right.
It can be better.
Is he the infomercial guy?
Infomercial guy who really brought that to a whole
there's more.
But wait, there's more.
He did bring that to a whole new level.
Yeah. Kind of brought out that. So now I'm just making a busier background, for lack of a better term, with more of the cone flowers. Okay. And then I have a piece of early espresso. So I'm going to attach this panel to the early espresso as a border. Let's see what I did. Okay. Now I'm adding this to my card base.
We'll cover up the basic
the basic design. Now I'm going to take some big boy dimensionals and attach that here. So this is going to go here. but I'm not going to attach it just yet because I'm going to bring back the Big Boss. Thank you. And
nice to have an extra set of hands.
I know, it is. This is the Gold Shimmer Vellum that is not in this suite, but it is in the Holiday Mini Catalog, or the July to December Mini Catalog. And where'd my dice go? I'm going to find that really cool. So I'm pulling out the coneflower die. And which one did I use? This one. This kind of looks like grass.
Yeah,
like
cattails.
Yeah. So
Reeds.
I'm going to fit both.
I think that's what I've been calling them.
Yeah. Seed pods for grass or whatever. Right. I'm going to fit these both on here. More interested in the coneflower staying good than I am the regrass. But they do both fit on a 2-inch piece. Because this is special paper. You want to save as much as you can.
Right.
It's all about conserve. Where's the dog? Okay. Let's see if I can do this without mucking it up. And down we go. I did bring an extra piece just in case I really did muck it up. Do we have a poker? We got a poker. And so take a pick tool. All right, so there is our gold coneflower.
I love that shimmer vellum.
Oh my God, it's so
cool.
pretty. And then here is our clean up my mess. Can you come home with me and clean up after me as
it's nice to have an extra set of hands.
All right, so here. So this kind of looks a little squirrely, but that's okay. We are good with that. All right, so now all I'm going to do is more. I'm going to add just some seal here. And I'm going to put this one down first because I want it to kind of be behind. My finger's stuck. Do you hate when you stick your own fingers to your projects? All right, and then this one, because this is the coneflower, is the star. Now I'm just going to trim the bottoms off of these so they'll be hidden under the little greeting banner. Trash. Okay. And so, Tami so nicely removed my dimensionals.
I wish I had someone to do too, on my regular class videos to remove the backings from the dimensionals for me.
So there is crap. But we are not done yet. Oh no.
But wait, more.
There's more. Because, again, back to dots. Love me some dots. So these are the brush gold dots.
Ooh,
I'm using the
lavender.
little ones.
Vicky says she thinks it might be lavender. Mm-hmm.
What lavender?
This.
Oh, I get it. I'm thinking the color, not the plant. That is interesting. Yes, it might be.
It might be.
There we go. All right. So there is the card. Here is the one I made in advance. I have the colors going the opposite in the DSP, but I think they both came out pretty good.
I think they look absolutely awesome. What do you guys think? Woohoo! Great use for your scraps in there. And
yes.
This is, we have been playing with the Harvest Meadow Suite. For those of you who come in late, be sure to subscribe to our channels, whichever one you're watching on, so you don't miss out on our future fun, because we have, Linda and I both do regular classes as well as the Stampin' Scoop on our channels. So lots of fun to come. And be sure to hit that like button.
Yes.
And we're not done.
Oh, but no.
Because we've got more. So I'll jump in here. Well, actually,
cleaning up my scraps over here.
Cleaning up. I'll start with some of these. So we have lots of samples to share. I'm going to start with these are actually some from a kit that I just did with the Harvest Meadow Suite. So this I love the I know I mentioned this earlier, but I love those dies.
Sorry, it's warm here in the north.
Maybe that is lavender. Reeds.
They could be either.
Yeah, I think that could go for a lot of different things. So I did a lot with the foils and the brush metal and the dyes because I really loved it.
That's pretty. I like that. And you can see, I don't know if it shows up, but there is embossing of little dots on the cone and on the leaves and on the...
And that is right from the die.
Hi. Spencer's down
Spencer's
here.
coming. I don't know if you can see him. His little face.
I'll like hurt him if I pick him up.
Yep. He's like, hello.
He says, I'm not getting the proper attention.
Hello, I'm here. Here's a little pause. Click, click,
Yeah.
click,
Click, click. You needed to make an entrance. I get it.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's like, somebody's here. I understand you're doing a video, and I'm not part of it.
Yeah.
And here, this is just the stamp colored in, so you can see the difference.
It's so pretty. I love the distressed.
And then
on the back.
The background here, I've got the stop licking me. Okay. That's awkward. We're on a video.
Okay, say goodbye. Bye. Bye, everybody. All right, there you go.
This is the folder in the background here, the time-worn
cool.
folder. And then I just tore. This is an old technique that's coming back.
I was going to say, we haven't done that in a long time.
That just trying the edges. And then this was it was a fun fold that I taught in the class. And this is
that's cool.
Yeah, and then I have a little.
It's like a advanced gate fold.
Yeah, it's like a double gate fold, and then I've got a little, just a little holder there.
That's cool.
And again, using the dies with the metal. And here comes Spencer. Clip, 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 clip.
So these are
our background music.
Most of these are ones I got through some swaps, which is using the paper, and they've mixed it up with some other greetings as well as ribbon. Here's another one. This one is colored, I'm going to assume, with the colored pencils. They're also using the cork and the brush metal dots and the embossing folder. This one's kind of fun. It's got
I'm taking these. Just know yet. I'm just taking them.
This is a little gift card holder
right here.
I know. You could, open this up and there's like slips inside. I can't show it real well. I meant to grab a card, but
that is excellent.
Isn't that cute? You know, so you get
what a fantastic idea.
Yeah, this strip benefits being in the front and the inside. This one's I've been seeing everyone playing with like the alcohol. So this uses a background with alcohol, and then it's dipped, and then it's also, I think, stamped with a wood grain to give this beautiful color. And then, but then they're using the dyes. Well, we said you can use these dyes all by themselves. Right. Here's a beautiful example of that.
And that one's not even on metal.
Yeah.
Right. And look how beautiful that is.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
This is a simple one. This is one I made. And it's just, again, coloring with the color pencils. And I didn't even blend them. I just colored with water or anything. I just colored with the color pencil and then left it as is. And used a little bit of the paper behind. So pretty. I love, 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 love that coneflower. Here's another one in the swap I got. It's got the paper, it's got the DSP, it's got the embossing folder, it's got the this one went all out. She got all the parts and pieces.
And she got everything on
that. Just the cork. We're gonna have to falter. She needs
it. Points. She lost points.
Points taken back. But it's so pretty. It's. I love how when we said like the sweets, everything coordinates. So if you're trying to come up with a project, just use all the. I know I had someone just ask me when they were doing their starter kit. They're like, "What do I put in it?" I'm like, "Go with a sweet."
Yep.
You know,
tools,
everything is going to work.
Either tools if you don't have the paper trimmer or the cutter, or get a full suite because then you have all products that go together.
Yeah. This one, so they stamped and then colored, then ran it through the embossing folder. I don't know if you can tell, but this is all embossed. And then used the DSP and the ribbon as a accent. Here's another one. Excuse me. This one they stamped on the DSP and colored on the DSP.
That's very creative.
Yeah, and then stamped on the background and then ran that through the embossing folder. And then here's a little extra tidbit with the ribbon.
Little added touch.
Do a little added touch. Here's one that's going a little outside of the box and using a new color. We're using the Fresh Freesia. We've got the cork as the background behind the die cut out stamped. Now this was my swap I did. I brought two because I want to show. So this was what I designed. So, and when I designed it, I had this panel much bigger, and I thought you couldn't see enough of the embossing, and so I kept cutting it short, and I cut off some of the flower, and then the greeting was getting too large. So this is what I ended up actually submitting to my swap, and made it a little smaller, used the smaller greeting. But what I did was I colored this again, like I said, with the watercolor pencils. But because I had stamped it in Early Espresso, if I had used water to blend, it would have smeared.
Yep.
I used Wink of Stella. So my flowers, I don't know if you can
Nice.
see, are all sort of shiny. And because the
that's
Wink
very
of
cool.
Stella is an alcohol base, it did not smudge my Early Espresso ink. So
Very
just
cool.
two simple.
We had a
variations.
question here. What color are most people using when they stamp the image? And with the stamped image, I think most people are using Memento Black.
I
Or-
used espresso.
Yeah. But in this particular case,
Yeah.
Linda used espresso.
That's right.
And then there are some others where the
Yeah.
background, like on the card that she made earlier, the background was stamped tone on tone to match the
Yeah.
card base because she was using the stamp as a background.
Yep.
So I would say for the most part, if you're coloring, it would be a black. But then again, you could do no line stamping. There's so
Right.
many options that you could do there. So
Right.
lots of different
Yeah.
things. That
You have to
can do.
remember with what technique you're doing. So if you're coloring with blends, you're going to want to use Memento or one of our inks. Like could stamp with Early Espresso and color with the blends. But if I wanted to watercolor, I would need to use StazOn or do what I did and watercolored with the Wink of Stella. Because you can't, alcohol will run alcohol, water will run water. So if you put a water-based stamp, ink, and then use watercolor, it will bleed your stamped image. So
That's why there's two different.
yes, you need
I get asked
alcohol
that.
with water.
I get asked that often.
Yeah.
There you go. That's your explanation. Water bleeds water. Alcohol bleeds alcohol.
Try anything.
Interesting.
Test
I
it.
like that actually.
Test it. I have done. I have stamped a line image in. Maybe I colored it with a marker or I stamped it in, and then I will use water to blend. I want to smudge it. Sometimes you want to do that. So test it on and try it. Because sometimes the best things start out as a mistake.
Yeah, I know. Actually,
Trust me.
there's so much truth in that. So much truth in that. All right. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Stampin' Scoop Show and the Harvest Meadow Suite that we featured here. Don't forget to drop a comment to be entered to win our giveaway. And don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button.
There will be a PDF with the picture, the cuts, and all the supplies we use available on both our websites when the recap blog post goes up about an hour.
Yeah. We'll post and let you know that it's up. All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us today.
Bye.